Hola, buenos días. Soy Nico.
Anybody else covering this? If I'm not here and I don't put this out, the public would not know nothing. I'm the one that's putting it out.
And today, we're here to start off another wonderful week's worth of content. Well, yes, but before we get started, if you like this kind of content, make sure to follow me on patreon.com/NicosAesthetics for more exclusive videos, 200 plus to be exact, one that's about to be very personal, and to be a part of our weekly live streams where we have a multifaceted conversation with a varied panel depending on the week. If that sounds interesting to you, definitely tune in. And if you have any videography gigs needing to be done within the New York City area, make sure to reach out to Ronathan. He's an amazing videographer and does quality editing at a quick pace. If that sounds interesting to you, definitely tune in. And last video's comment was essentially saying, people tend to forget, if your partner randomly says, I want an open relationship, or they're cheating on you, you have the freedom to leave. What? No, I completely agree on that. But for most gay couples, you will not be locked into a scenario where you have to continuously endure something that you don't want to be in. It's just as easy to simply leave. So we are here once again to talk about someone I've briefly talked about on this channel. And I say briefly because I think I've ever only talked about Jae Bunny once. And that was when he recently went viral because he was doing an Instagram live stream while his baby mother was giving birth. And that is when the doctors walked in to announce that she had contracted syphilis. Nico, yes. And he awkwardly turned off the camera, and the running joke across the internet was that he was just the performer that gave his baby mama syphilis. Now, for some reason, Jae Bunny and his new alleged boo thing named Xavier, I don't know who this man is. Nico, I vaguely know who Jae Bunny is because personally, I have not watched a lot of his content, so I'm just following what the commentary is happening on other blogs. Apparently, these two were dating. They said they were just friends, but Jae Bunny had essentially flew to Atlanta to stay with Xavier and film a vlog. What is the vlog over? For some reason, I don't know why, but I guess it's maybe trying to switch into a different digital career. A lot of performers are leaving OnlyFans and then trying to become influencers and or social media personalities. And honestly, I don't think a lot of people have the professionality for it. Nico, what do you mean? I mean, we can even start with the syphilis conversation, or we can talk about the e-trail of the buffoonery they're currently doing. But for example, I've been doing YouTube for 7 years. I'm going to be honest, living in New York, when I walk out the house, I'm recognizing maybe 5 to 6 people a day. That is not me bragging or like, ah ha ha ha. There's a lot of stress that comes with being an influencer. You have to always be ready to be on. I remember when I was getting literally pushed against a fence at London Black Gay Pride, and my friends were like, Nico, is this what Beyonce goes through? Obviously, she has a much larger scale, but being surrounded by a group of people that enjoy your content can be intimidating, and you have to be ready to be polite. You have to be ready to have conversation even if you're in a bad mood. You have to be ready to smile, take a picture if they want to, just because it's the nice thing to do to give back to people that support your work. I feel like Jae Bunny is trying to pivot into one of these social media personality roles for the sole fact that during filming of this vlog, Xavier and Jae Bunny had a tearful conversation where they were just so emotional because Xavier was kicking Jae Bunny off of his couch. What? Yeah.
It's gonna be alright, guys.
I just feel like you got dealt a shitty ass hand, bro. You really are a good ass dude. Y'all, I'm gonna talk and I'm gonna let him talk because he has decided to go home. I'm not kicking your ass out.
We know that. I have to do something to protect my friend because he's very, very, very influential, and I don't want any of y'all to assume we did anything. And he's pure. Since I've got here, he wanted to make sure I was safe. I went to go get tested and it came back negative for HSV1 but positive for HSV2. I have medication sent to the nearest pharmacy called Vac something, 500 milligrams, to protect me from outbreaks, protect me from transmitting it, but it's still a 1% chance that other people could catch it or have it. I have to live in my truth after this vlog. This is pure raw content. After this vlog, I'm gonna go to the airport. I'm gonna go online and tell everybody what happened, my pill. I have to live in my truth and not me and Xavier. Let me tell y'all something about this man. This man is fucking amazing, y'all. This man is fucking amazing. I want y'all to know that this man is really like genuinely real, and he brought me to myself. And he got tears in his eyes because he know.
I just feel so bad, man. You're a really good dude. You've been dealt a shitty ass hand. And I thank God that he didn't allow me to judge you by your cover, and I got to meet you and get to know you these last couple of days. But I'm like put in a hard situation for me because I just met you, and I don't know if I want to make a
valid
of like having sex or doing something like that with you. But I really have enjoyed getting to know you, and it sucks. It really sucks because I feel like I'm forced to think about things in the future and not enjoy my current situation. What?
I told him we have to. After we started the test, you gonna see in the vlog at the beginning like what happened. I broke down and like it was what it was. It was what the world said I had because of what happened. So he was with me, and I'm gonna remember this for the.
Essentially, Jae Bunny was saying people are starting to talk, and I recently got tested, and I just wanted to come forward to say yes, I tested positive for HSV2. Nico, what is that? Genital herpes. So, whoa, yeah, I know. He said that he's leaving the apartment because he doesn't want people to think that Xavier and he are intimate and that this is possibly transferred to him. And Xavier's just crying so much because it was just so emotional meeting him, and he's just such a good person. It was such a powerful experience. There was no tears. Nico, there was not a singular tear in either eye. So I'm just sitting here like, okay, girl, y'all are putting on a performance. A piss poor one, but you're putting on a performance. Then I did a little digging. Nico, what did you find after digging? Jae Bunny is full of shit. And I say that because he has had HSV2 for over 3 years.
I've never seen it on paper positive. I always just like assumed that I did because the person.
I wouldn't have never known unless I got my blood tested because I don't have any outbreaks and I've never experienced it to know what it feels like. So like, I do have it and it's in my blood.
I just figured out I have HSV2. Had nothing happened to me before, but they ran my blood and told me that I had HSV2. So I came to TikTok and was like, yeah, I just figured out, but like never had a breakout and stuff like that. Yeah.
What? He has talked about it multiple times on different live streams across multiple platforms about how he has tested positive for HSV2 in April 2026 and back in 2024. So there's video footage. Why he's deciding now to come forward about one of his multiple STDs and trying to use it as a platform to uplift his cyber celebrity, I do not know personally, for the sole fact that where does this pivot to? This also comes into being an influencer and e-personality. Where is the brand? You are now referred to as the man that possibly gave his baby mama syphilis on live, and now you're vlogging about how you tested positive for HSV2 and you don't want the person that you're seeing to be accused of having it, so he's kicking you off his sofa.
And Nico, I also wanted to add in that he might also be trying to cover up for the whole syphilis with the baby mama thing, because he essentially got into it with a online blog where when they ran the story, he paid them $100 to take it down. They then continued to run the story, which continued to reaffirm the stigma of him giving his baby mama syphilis.
Allegedly. What is the purpose? Especially because you two could have broke up for any reason. Like, I'm not understanding why you're trying to make this story stick as if you're some horrendous victim and you deserve better. When, girl, this is old. This is old. Secondly, while he was in Atlanta with Xavier, apparently he did not kiss the ring. Nico, what do you mean kiss the ring? Jacobe slid in this man's live stream like a bitter baby mama and was going off on him.
I'm telling you, but yeah, y'all, I'm over here at First Watch. Grab me something to eat real quick. Mike, what you just waiting in line?
Yes.
Jacobe!
Alright. Think I got something to do to get the sand in here.
Hi.
Alright, so enjoy your breakfast. I'm going on. Give a head up, my
Don't Jacobe me, man. You in my city and
Okay.
they called.
All right.
Boy, after we did the collab, you did not hit me up. Hello? Jacobe, why is you acting like that? So I can't even come to Atlanta without. That's crazy. Stop acting like that.
Nico, why was he going off? Because he essentially didn't kiss the ring when he walked into Atlanta. And Jae Bunny had to quickly go, hey, yo, babe, so, you're telling me I needed to kiss the ring and you're being moody on my live stream because Jacobe is always in some form of mood. You never hit me up after we collaborated. Nico, what? Yeah, no, he said after we collaborated, you went radio silence on me. So why should I have to hit you up and kiss the ring if I'm in Atlanta with my nigga? And you know what? I agree with him on that one because once again, when I originally covered the syphilis story, I did defend Jacobe because a lot of the online blogs were using group pictures to identify Jae Bunny, basically hinting at all of them possibly being exposed. But in this moment, girl, you're coming off as bitter because why would I hit you up? Secondly, if you see that I am in Atlanta, why not just go, oh, hey, we need to catch up. Oh, hey, we need to film. Why are you walking in like I gotta kiss your foot or something? Because I'm in a city that most people don't like you in. I don't know. But with that being said, I want to hear your opinions down below. In this situation, why do you feel like he came online and willingly decided to lie to the internet as if we do not have a digital footprint of him discussing this topic for multiple years? Second, do you think this is going to help his vlog? Do you think that this is going to be a steady base step for him to build an online celebrity career via being known as the man that gave his baby mama syphilis and also has HSV too? As someone who has a brand, Nico, I'm trying to like logically understand what's happening here. As someone that has a brand, this is not good. Nico, what did Natalie Nunn say? She trying to be the CEO. Bitch, you fucking the brand up. You fucking the brand up. Like, I just don't understand the endpoint of coming online to tell all your business when most people will understand that when you want to be in quote unquote e-celebrity, when you want to be in spaces with well-known people, the most important thing you have is anonymity. Nico, what do you mean? Listen. And I say this for myself. That's why a lot of people come online and they say, oh my God, Nico's funny. Nico's this, Nico's that. You know my sense of humor. You know my opinion on things. I don't come online and tell all my personal drama and business. I do have a story that's going on Patreon that will be about my personal drama and business. But the point is, Nico, go check that out. No, I'm joking. But in seriousness, I genuinely don't understand what this was other than possibly Xavier trying to make distance between him and his new quote unquote fling. But with that being said, I'm going to leave the conversation up to y'all and leave it in your hands because honestly, I want to hear your opinions on why he came out here and just bold-faced lied for no reason. But with that, before I continue to ramble, boop.
And now for a brief yet sincere shout out to this week's Third Eye Tier subscribers, CKC and Ryan S. Your continued support is greatly appreciated, and thank you once again to everyone who supports the channel. I can't believe that we're already at 48.5k girlies. And this week's live stream discussion is going to be the tale-o question of, have you given up on love? Do you feel like it's not for you, or it's just the wrong city that you're currently residing in? If that sounds interesting to you, definitely tune in.
And this week's weekly shout out is going to be over a video that is from across the pond. I say that because it is between a Brazilian performer named Benjamin and an American performer, I believe, named Demetrius Long. Now, the energy in and of itself is amazing, but also Benny is beautiful. Nico, I've filmed with Benny before. That's why I was like, okay, let me look into this. But then when I actually took a peek, I loved the videography of it, mostly because the cameraman essentially focused on Benny while also focusing on Demetrius, but Demetrius basically told Benny to just look into the camera as if the audience is participating. So it just gave a very looking in at a petting zoo kind of vibe. It's hard to describe, and I know that sounds weird, but it's like an experience where you feel like you are close enough to possibly engage. So I enjoyed that. If that sounds interesting to you, definitely tune in. Boop. Just another quick late video shout out. If you have any tea, if you would like to be anonymous, if you need any advice, make sure to email me questions and or stories at this email. Nico, yes, no, I am trying to roll out the Ask Nico segment, but I need a little participation. So if you have anything you want to get off your chest, any advice that you possibly need from your day-to-day, definitely reach out and I'll do the best I can to help where I can. I'm not no professional, but this will be my opinion.